guys, the German here again and welcome back to Fulham FC. We are trying to climb off the ladders in the Hall of Fame and try to reach that number one place. And yet again we have played half-ish season. We are at the November time and our season has started really well. But before we crack up with the league and the games, let's go see our transfers first. This year we had a lot of transfers, especially out, well, more in than out, but let's get cracking with the outs first. First guy, Ricardo Sitkovic, did leave for free transfer. He didn't suit our style of playing and he didn't feature that many games, so I let him go. The next guy is a bit controversial one. Coley Woodrow did go for Leeds, 12 million euros, really good deal for him. He was moaning about lack of first team football and especially when we had a couple of good strikers coming in, I didn't see place for him and it was the good time to let him go. Then Thomas Kalas was outfielded last year and was on loan, and Tottenham was offering that 30 million, which was the asking price for him. And despite the fact that Tottenham is our Premier League rival, I decided to let him go. And the next one, a big miss for our midfield. Marco van Ginkel, I wanted to give him the chance in the midfield, but there is so many good guys our club at the moment, young guys especially. So I decided to cash him out. 30 million euros is a good fee for Marco, and he did go for Stoke, another Premier League rival, and 30 million is a big chunk of money for that kind of guy. Then at the later stage of the window, actually it was the end of the it was the second month of the window, but the deal did go through there, but the player leave at the end of the later stage of this transfer window. But Eric Bailly have left our club for Gladbach, 45 million euros. A big transfer. Let's see. It was 17.5 million 2 years ago when he arrived from Man United, and we get 45 million for him. Really good 2 seasons with us. But I didn't see place for him at our first team. I wanted to give those Greek youngsters a chance in first team, and we have John Stones, we have Wesley Hurd, and who was the third one? Who was it? I don't remember, but there is a lot of young center backs in our squad, so I decided to cash him out now because his valuation was high, and 45 million is a really good deal. Then Ivan Nevistici did go for Derby County, 225k. We did a slight loss for him. He didn't become that high quality goalkeeper, and decided to let him go. Then a lot of loan signings, loan fees for our team. Arabulu didn't get the work permit. He did go for loan at Malaga. Then the Greek midfielder, attacking midfielder, Sharapoulos did go for Pescara, good loan fee. Philip Foos did go for CSK Moscow, 100k. Most of these guys had a good loan fees, you can see them here. Camilo Cocucci, our young right back, did go for Sassuolo in Italy, and another big transfer. Artur Gomes left for the club. Dortmund offered 50 million euros for him. Biggest signing of the window, biggest signing of Fulham history. 50 million euros, and if we look Komi, for 4 years with us, he didn't feature only how many games? 12 games and 3 goals. 9 million with it for him, and we gained 50.5 million for him. So really happy about that. And because we don't play those wingers, it was the obvious choice to let him go, and we did get a good amount of money for him. Then yet again, a couple of loanies. Western Wright, our left back, did go for Norwich. First in football there and good loan fee. Dimitris Piskopakis, our another Greek centre back, did go for Celtic, 60k per month and first in football. Benke did go for Bristol City, and Bristol is in League One. Good loan fee and first in football. Gia Gabradashvili did go for Pescara Calcio, another guy for there. Also, Alexandrikis is there, 70k for loan fee. And if we look down here, there is Andy Stone, did go for Middlesbrough, also loan fee 40k. First in football, a good player striker there. Then a couple of transfers yet again. Dan Brasser, our youngster, 18 years, is it 18? Yeah, 18 years old, right midfielder. I don't know what Stoke sees on him. Did came for our youth team, 11 million, could rise 12.25 million, really good fee for him. Then Berkay Özkan, our good German attacking midfielder, did go to Wolfsburg, 24 million. I would like to keep him. He had 5 or 6 years with us, 5 years with us. 11.25 million in a 17-18 season. Couple of good seasons. Last year he didn't feature that many games under 7 valuation average rating, and yeah, he had a good start in Wolfsburg. But 24 million, a bit low fee, but luckily we get something, and because we had so many midfielders, attacking midfielders in our squad, I didn't see point of keeping him and poisoning our morale at the bench. And the last outgoing transfer for the window, Jerome Onguen, another centre back leaving for our club. He did go for Leverkusen, 40.5 million. World class centre back. It was a bummer to let him go. 5 years with us. Bought him for 6 million and gained for 40. It's a really good deal. Had outstanding 4 seasons with us, and the start of the year was really good also. But to get that kind of money for centre back is outrageous. Really good fee, and all in all we gain 249 million euros for those transfers, plus those loan fees. For that it's easily over 250 million. But then we go for the ins, and now you are seeing a lot of guys in here. Most of these guys are youngsters, 16, 17, 18 year old youngsters. There are only a couple of guys that I'm gonna show you, and they are the big names for the window. But we did spend 122 million, but yeah, all of these guys, for that Ernest Boateng to Jason Skinner, they are all youngsters playing in our youth team. So I was rating up those English teams for those youngsters, and did get a couple of good guys, but there are some misfires also. But let's start with Diego Costa. You did knew this signing before, because I did tell you about it in the couple of a couple episodes to go. Yeah. Yeah, for free, for I don't know how to speak. For free transfer, he's really good. Decent attributes. It's a bit high wage, nearly 10 million per annum. 3-year deal, 4.1 million valuation, 33 years old. Decent rotation guy. Squad status is a first team, but he will be rotating on that striker position and give some tutoring for the youngsters. Really happy about that signing. Then we strengthen our midfield with N'Golo Kante from Chelsea, 27 million euros. A decent midfielder. He's one of the best in the business at the moment. 30 years old, world-class midfielder, 4-star player. Same wage, 9.9 million, 3-year deal, 21 million valuation at the moment, and his attributes are decent, and he can play on that midfield, box-to-box, ball-winning midfielder or defensive mid position. Also will be rotating. He's on squad status, he's a key player, but he's on our rotation system with our midfielders because there are so many good midfielders in our squad at the moment. Then maybe the biggest signing in our window, Tony Leroy from Real Madrid, 27 million, same fee for N'Golo Kante, and he will be playing on that defensive mid position. And basically, I tried to sign this guy last year, but fee was something outrageous, 50 or 60 million euros. But now Tony was on transfer listed, and Man United, Chelsea, and Liverpool was offering, trying to buy him from Real Madrid, and I decided, hell, I'm not letting that guy to go anywhere near on those teams. And basically, we didn't need that defensive mid. We had a good couple of guys in that defensive mid position, and but he's world class. He's wonderkid at the moment, 4-star potential, 3-star current ability, and yeah, 4.25 million euros and 33 million valuation at the moment. 27 million is a bargain, and he have started his season really well, and I'm happy about those green arrows for that guy. And the last signing of the window was something special. Antoine Griezmann from Manchester City, 52 million euros. Yeah, 52 million euros. 52 million for 30 years old guy is a bit much, but hey, look at those attributes. He will be playing at that striker position, and he was a transfer listed from Manchester City, and I decided to land on that fee. I always wanted to try Antoine Griezmann and wanted him becoming a part of my team. So when the opportunity knocked into the door, I opened it, and yeah, 52 million euros is a big deal, and therefore we have a striker problem. We have 5 strikers at the moment in our squad, but in our advantage, Alexander Isak got injured for half a year, 6 months. Yeah, he's out, so there will be no problem for rotating our players. But now let's go and see how our season has started. And like you are seeing, after 11 games we are top of the table. Yet a loser game. 8 wins, 3 draws, plus 18 goal difference, 27 points. Liverpool at the same points with us, but they have lost 2 games, but won more than us. Arsenal is 1 point behind. 8 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss, plus 14 goal difference. And Tottenham 4th, Man United 5th. Everton have started their season really well. Manchester City only 9th place. And at the bottom, QPR, Aston Villa and Sunderland are at the relegation battle, and if you are looking, Chelsea 14th place, 3 wins, 4 draws, and 4 losses, only +3 on goal difference. It's odd to see them that low. In player stats, Callum Wilson 11 goals, David Short, Arsenal's youngster 10 goals, and Manchester City striker Paulo Dybala in 3rd position. Ryan Sessegnon and Wesley Hurd, 2 of our guys, the best average rated guys, and between them is David Short. Ezekiel Pons, our striker, 4 assists. Berardi and Matt Phillips got 6 each. Ryan Sessegnon 4 player of the matches, Paulo Dybala and Alexis Sanchez on 3. Jordan Pickford 7 clean sheets, like Thibaut Courtois, and Nicola Leali. N'Golo Kante 4 yellow cards, Federico Vialli 4, and Luis Angel Rangel 4 also. And at the injuries tab, Aston Villa, Sunderland are suffering for 4 major injuries, and we have only that one, which I'm gonna show you now. Actually, no, I'm not gonna show. Let's go to the games and see how they have gone. And we started our year at the Community Shield against Liverpool. 3-2 score, 3-2 scoreline, good win for us. Nathan Hudson got praise and Ezekiel Ero. That one goal. Jordan Pickford did score an own goal in this game, and Casemiro scored that equalizer at the stoppage time in the first half. Then we started our Premier League campaign against Southampton, 1-0 win at full Craven Cottage. I'm yet asked for new stadium. I should probably ask it now in this video, but yet again we did manage to win. Diego Costa first goal for our team and gave us the win. Then a really good game in UEFA Super Cup against Europa League winners Arsenal. 4-2 scoreline. Trent Alexander-Arnold on goal for Granit Xhaka, Alexander Isak and Mahmoud Dahoud in stoppage time. Alexis Sanchez and Oliver Giroud scored for Arsenal. Then disappointing 1-1 draw against Newcastle in John James Park. Wesley Hurd equalized the game, and Carlos Embalo gave Newcastle the early lead. Then we bounced back with 2 games, 2-1 wins. First at home against Aston Villa. Antoine Griezmann, the first goal with the Fulham shirt, and Ryan Sessegnon sealed the deal at 82nd minute. Juan Pablo Sanchez he gave the early lead for Aston Villa also there. And then this was a really good game against Manchester City. 2-1 scoreline. Bruno Fernandes gave us the early lead, and Antoine Griezmann second of the year in half an hour mark, and Kingsley Coman gave the consolation goal for Manchester City, but we were the better side at Etihad and truly deserved the win. Then this was the hard game against Chelsea. 0-0 draw. We had 2 injuries, Zeka and Diego Costa, but nothing else did actually happen on that game. Then we started our Champions League group, which contained Midtjylland from Denmark, Atletico Madrid from Spain, and Shakhtar Donetsk from Ukraine. And we started in front of 9,400 viewers, 5-0 trash. Antoine Griezmann, 2 for Tom Kearney, our captain, and 1 for Ezekiel Pons and Mahmoud Dahoud sealed the deal. 5-0 win. Good start of our Champions League journey, and with that win, it gave us a confidence, and we have scored more goals after that game. The next one was 3-0 scoreline against Leicester City. Nathan Hudson, John Stones and Bruno Fernandes gave us the win. And then this was one of those FM games that you got FM. 2-2 scoreline. We lost after penalties in the EFL Cup 3rd round against Everton. Ezekiel Pons and Bruno Fernandes, our goal scorers. Gerald Deulofeu and Scott Stewart Everton goal scorers, and we dominated this game. We should have won the game, but the game decided otherwise. And well, yet again we don't win the EFL Cup this year. But we did bounce back against tough opponent Arsenal at the Craven Cottage. 3-0 win. Nathan Hudson, Bruno Fernandes and Antoine Griezmann are goal scorers. Yet another clean sheet for Jordan Pickford and good win for us. Then this was Ding Dong Battle, goals galore against Atletico Madrid in Champions League group stage game at Craven Cottage. 5-3 scoreline. N'Golo Kante, Nathan Hudson scored hat-trick and Antoine Griezmann the fifth one. Zime Verzeako, Zaul and Divock Origi, Atletico's goal scorers. Then 1-0 win against Stoke City at Bet 365 Stadium. Bruno Fernandes the only goal scorer. Then against bottom half team QPR, 5-0 win at Craven Cottage. Wesley Hurd, Antoine Griezmann own goal for Steven Coker, Ezekiel Pons and Diego Costa, 5 different goal scorers and a really good win. But after that, in Champions League, we struggle against Shakhtar. Shakhtar is a really good team in this group. Only 1-1 draw. Maxim Malisheyev equalized the game at the 81st minute. 6 minutes before that, Diego Costa gave us the lead, and Juan Carlos Salazar did get sent off in 85th minute, so that hinders a little bit. But good draw, and at least we gain a point on that game. Then a 0-0 draw against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Actually, nothing happened on this game. I think Crystal Palace was on upper hand on this one, but luckily we salvaged the draw and didn't concede. It's a good thing to not concede on league games. Then a 4-1 scoreline against Sunderland. Antoine Griezmann, John Stones, Tony Leroy and Bruno Fernandes are goal scorers. Kenki Haraguchi gave us the one consolation at the later stage of the game. And the last one, which sealed our knockout round place in Champions League. 2-1 scoreline against Shakhtar at Craven Cottage. Antoine Griezmann and Diego Costa for penalty. And Adamos Christodoulos scored a goal for Shakhtar Donetsk. And yeah, but we have started really well our season. Couple of hiccups here and there, but all in all, I'm really happy that we managed to secure our knockout round place after 4 games, and now we can play with rotated squads with these 2 games and gave some game time for players that haven't featured that many games in our team. But other games there are Man United, always a tough one. Liverpool, Tottenham, back-to-back games. And in the New Year's time there are, we don't know the FA Cup yet, but there are Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, of course. And really tough fixtures, but hopefully we can manage to go through on those. But here are our team at the moment. Pickford has taken the first, the number 1 goalkeeper spot, 14 games. Rajkovic have only played 4 games. Probably need to give him some games. Emre Aydemir, our Turkish right back, 3 games. Juan Carlos Salazar, he had the potential to be a world superstar on that right hand side, and have given him games, featured 5 times. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 11 games, good start of the season. John Stones, Wesley Hurd, Babatzanis had that 4-star potential, 7 games. Slow start to becoming a key player of our squad. Seka, Dickman, Sessegnon have played really well on those wing-back positions. Thomas Partey, I did try to sell him at the summer, but nobody was interested on him. So keeping him around, giving him the games. Hopefully some team is interested in the January window and we could give some good profit on him. Ljubanovic, after the purchase of Tony de Leroy, have dropped outside of the first team, but he did have that potential there, so need to give him game time. N'Golo Kante solidified his as a ball-winning midfielder on that midfield position. Like Mahmoud Dahoud, he is a really good, solid midfielder. Tony Leroy, 4-star potential, 3-star current ability, 10 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. He do a lot of that invisible job in our midfield. Win the ball, simple pass forward, and therefore he is a really good player to have. Patrick Roberts, he was on transfer target for Stoke or West Ham or something like that. Offered 15 million for him, and now it's his valuation, but it was a too small fee for him. 5 games, 2 assists, really good games when become for first team, and hopefully he can keep his stats and pace for the season. Antoine Griezmann, 12 games, 8 goals, 4 assists. For world-class striker he is, and he is our highest wage player. And 8 goals in 11 games is really good. Dennis Adeniran, 6 games, 1 assist, really decent job for our own prospect. Nathan Hudson was our top goal scorer, but after Griezmann has started his hot strike, Hudson's 7 goal is our second best, but nevertheless he is our own youth prospect, and 12 games, 7 goals, 3 assists, really good job. Tom Kearney, our fringe option in the midfield, 2 goals, 2 assists, really good start of the season. Bruno Fernandes was lacking on first team football, and after I did give him a couple of games, he scored important goals. 6 and 1 in 13 games is really good. Ezequiel Erro had that 4-star potential. 1 goal and 1 assist in 10 games is not that good. I expect a lot more for that guy. I don't know why he's playing poorly. He had really good spell at the end of the last year, but now he's a slow start, I'm hoping. Diego Costa, 4 goals, 2 assists in 13 games, decent enough. And unlucky for Alexander Isak, he is still 6 weeks to go for his injury. Only 1 goal. And Ezequiel Pons, 3 goals, 4 assists in 9 games, decent enough to be in the first team squad. And if we look at our contract expiring days, in 2 years time there is nobody. 2023 is the earliest guy to leave. There is Tom Kearney, our captain, and Ryan Sessegnon, our best left back at the moment, so need to sort those guys out. Diego Costa is probably leaving after his contract, but Wesley Hurd, Sessegnon, and Kearney will get the new contracts. I'm sure of that. And if we look our under 23s, there are a lot of good guys, and under 18s there are decent enough guys to become through the youth ranks in the upcoming years. But if we go here at the Hall of Fame page, and where are we? Nation. In Nations tab we are at the 8th position currently worldwide. I'm at 16th position. We have climbed a little bit, 2051 points, 13 points behind of Ernst Happel in 15th place. if we have a decent season, I'm keen that we could go all the way through 4th or 5th, dropping our Leicester save position down. It's only 500 points away. I don't know how they calculate those points, but we are at the 16 points currently. 3 domestic divisions, 3 domestic cups, 5 other trophies, and no international. Felipao had 3. Those are probably national team trophies, but we are staying at the Fulham, and yeah, we had 3 Premier Leagues, 1 EFL Cup, 1 FIFA World Cup, 3 Community Shields, 2 UEFA Super Cups, 2 FA Cups, and 2 Champions League. If we can win league and that FIFA World Cup and perhaps either FA Cup or Champions League, I'm keen that we could rise on 10th onwards, I think. But I leave this video here. Please subscribe, please hit that like button, and yeah, go check it out Mick Moore Jr.'s channel. There is a lot of content coming out when FM18 will arrive. He had now that derby save going on. Check it out on the I button up now. And yeah, thank you for watching. We see you in the next episode. Bye bye.